So I'm very excited to be here at the conference to discuss our project on developing a new CAR that targets the BAFF-receptor. It's an important receptor for B-cell development. And so we and others as well have thought that this might be a good target to use in CAR therapy. And so we developed we made a hybridomas to make new antibodies against this target, tested a number of different ones, tested a lot of safety issues about the antibody just to make sure it didn't have off-target effects or non-specific binding. And then we put it into a CAR and compared it with sort of traditional CD19 CAR that is in the exact same construct being used in the clinic, just to compare with that sort of gold standard of CARs. And we tested it in vitro, of course, to see that it could kill, and then in mouse models. And we saw very good effect the first few weeks, and then after about 3 or 4 weeks, we actually saw relapse happening in the mice that we treated with our CAR. The same thing happened with our CD19 treated CARs, but not till 6 weeks later. So the CD19 CAR was overperforming our CAR, and we then sort of tried to figure out what was the differences, what was going on here. And one of the main things we noticed was that actually the BAFF-receptor was downregulated on the cancer cells following treatment. The same thing happened to CD19 cells when they relapsed. So we think this is sort of a general escape mechanisms for this type of cancer. And then the other thing we noticed was that the level of antigen on the tumor cells for BAFF-R was a lot lower than for CD19. And so I think what we're now trying to explore is how we can sort of circumvent that by perhaps generating a stronger binding antibody or combining it with CD19.